Whether aliens exist or not has been a topic of debate not just today but for many years. Many people believe that just as humans live on Earth, there are some planets in the vast universe where aliens, that is extraterrestrials, live. Just as we are eager to know and understand them, they also want to understand us. But how much truth there is in these things has not been revealed till today. But it's not at all true that we can't solve this mystery. In fact, people are working day and night to uncover this mystery, whether it's observing the universe through these space telescopes or exploring the barren lands of Mars. Our spacecraft, they are standing firm on all fronts and constantly keeping an eye on these unknown mysteries. In such situations, surprising news often comes from Mars, where there are frequent claims of finding evidence of alien life on Mars. This is much more true than all those claims because this time the claim has been made by National Aeronautics and Space Administration itself. This time, the claim has been made by National Aeronautics and Space Administration itself, which is more significant than all the previous claims. After touching down on the surface of Mars late at night, it went to rest. Then the next day, when the sun rose, it also began its work. Actually, this rover was specially designed to study the ancient lakes present on Mars. Especially, it was designed to find evidence of water and carbon in the Gale crater. It wouldn't be wrong to say that out of all the missions sent to Mars by National Aeronautics and Space Administration, this has proven to be the most successful and revolutionary. It has greatly contributed to National Aeronautics and Space Administration's Mars Science Laboratory. In fact, this rover is essentially a complete Martian laboratory. It is capable of everything from collecting samples to analyzing them and then delivering the scientific results to us. Since landing here in 2012, Curiosity has connected us to Mars. It has sent us a lot of valuable and eye-opening information. We need to seek evidence from the Viking landers on Mars in the 1970s to more recent missions. The Perseverance rover sent. Every robotic instrument or probe sent there is always equipped with the necessary instruments to detect life. The latest news coming from Mars regarding Curiosity is about the organic compounds found there. Life is almost impossible without water. Almost. All the creatures we have known about so far, they are related to water in some way or another. Now, whether they use this water for drinking or to sustain their life cycle, traces of carbon from organic compounds have been detected. It's a form of organic carbon in which carbon atoms are covalently bonded with hydrogen atoms. And such compounds are very important for supporting life. The organic carbon compounds found in Mars's Gale crater indicate two different possibilities for life. The first is that life still exists there in a hidden or dormant form which is producing these organic compounds. Anisa, the second possibility is that life once existed there but is now extinct. The scientists on this side believe that finding these carbon compounds is an indication of the presence of fossils on Mars. But to put it simply, the petrol we use is also a kind of hydrocarbon. Its formulation is a mixture of carbon compounds with different structures and hydrogen. On this subject, senior biologists and scientists comment that now organic compounds can also be produced from non-living beings or bodies. That's why it's a bit difficult to say that it is found on Mars. There is still no consensus as scientists remain divided into two groups. Some scientists directly believe that, of course, at this time, the conditions to support life do not exist on Mars. But then there are some hopeless ones. But there is also a group of practical scientists who completely reject both possibilities, such as ancient Martian life or the current life support situation. This group of researchers clearly believes that life on Mars was never possible, nor will it ever be. But as they say, the world survives on hope. So, if we have anything in our hands, it's to keep this search going with hope. And in the end, before we leave, if we break the mystery of alien rule on Mars, it will also become clear that the way we imagine aliens on Mars, there's nothing like that present there. And maybe in the past too, at least those kinds of strange living beings probably didn't live there either. This is also National Aeronautics and Space Administration's official stance. Even if life exists there, it would be very different and much smaller than what we think or perceive. Maybe the life that has developed there is still in its very early stages and has just started to flourish. And who knows, one day it might evolve to become extremely complex, just like us humans, but even more advanced and intelligent. The universe is vast, so vast that it is beyond imagination. There are billions of galaxies in it, and each galaxy has billions of stars and probably even more planets. When there are so many worlds in this universe, it's natural for us to wonder if life could exist elsewhere too. And this question has troubled humanity ever since our civilization first looked up at the sky with curiosity. But what if, against all odds, we really are alone in this universe? What if the emergence of life, especially intelligent life, is so rare that Earth is the only place where this miracle has happened? For us humans, the idea that there might not be any aliens anywhere in the universe is quite unsettling. It's really scary. The realization of any such possibility can have a profound impact on our humanity. This horrific idea gives us some indications that the conditions necessary for life are not just rare, but almost impossibly unique. This would completely change our understanding of our biology, physics, and the nature of the universe. In this video, we will talk about those terrifying reasons why some scientists believe that the existence of aliens might be impossible. We will also talk about the Fermi paradox, the Great Filter, and the Rare Earth hypothesis, and see how we have come to a dead end while considering the possibilities. Along with that, we will also understand why this possibility is so frightening for humanity. Not just from a scientific perspective, but also from a philosophical and existential perspective. After all, what problems could we face if aliens don't exist? And how does this raise questions about our own existence? Stay with this video till the very end, because we are about to embark on a journey where all boundaries of space and time will disappear. Stay with this video till the end, because we are about to embark on a journey regarding extraterrestrial life. The question is not just about whether it could exist, but also why, if it really does exist, we haven't found any evidence or sign of it yet. This confusion is known as the Fermi paradox, named after the famous physicist Enrico Fermi. He once asked, "Where is everybody?" This question was not a random one, nor was it asked as a joke. Rather, it was a very calculated and obvious question that later shook everyone's minds. So, what exactly is the Fermi paradox? Fermi paradox. It comes up when, despite there being a very high probability of life existing in the universe, we still haven't made contact with any alien civilization or even found any evidence of them. We haven't found any extraterrestrial life anywhere. Even in just our Milky Way galaxy, there are billions of stars and possibly billions of planets that could be suitable for life. Even if we make a very conservative estimate, it can be said that intelligent life could exist in many places in this universe. But even after decades of searching, we still haven't found any signs of alien life, which proves that intelligent aliens actually exist. Dark great silence represents that strange and terrifying silence that exists due to the complete absence of any signs or evidence of alien civilizations. Despite all our possible efforts, which also includes projects like Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, that is, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, which has been trying to listen for signs of intelligent life for the past half-decade. Despite all the efforts, we haven't found anything till now, just a universe filled with silence and darkness. This deep silence of our universe can be explained by several possibilities. It is possible that alien civilizations are using communication techniques that might be beyond our understanding, or they are deliberately avoiding contact with us. Another possibility could be that intelligent life is extremely rare in this universe, or perhaps civilizations end up destroying themselves as they progress, before they are able to establish contact with another civilization across the universe. The strongest solution to the Fermi paradox is the Great Filter hypothesis. The Great Filter tells scientists that in the development of any civilization's life, there comes a stage that is extremely difficult to overcome. This filter can exist anywhere, from the beginning of life to the development of complex life, or even up to the emergence of intelligent and technologically advanced civilizations. If we assume that the Great Filter is behind us, this would mean that the evolution of normal life into a complex life form is the Great Filter, and passing through it is the key. Not every civilization is capable of it, and this tells us that the emergence of complex life in this universe is an extremely rare thing, and humanity is one of the few civilizations that has succeeded in reaching this level, and perhaps we are the only civilization that has managed to reach this milestone. But what if the Great Filter is still ahead of us? It means that advanced civilizations either destroy themselves or are destroyed before they can spread across the universe. They face some extremely challenging situations that they cannot overcome. If the idea of the Great Filter is frightening because it suggests that for any civilization to become capable of space travel, there might be an obstacle that perhaps can never be overcome. Whether it's the civilization destroying itself through its own technological development, or a massive environmental catastrophe, or something else entirely different, the Great Filter presents a serious and discouraging picture about the development of intelligent life. The rare Earth hypothesis, Why might we be alone in this infinite universe? Another solution to the question of the Fermi paradox is the rare Earth hypothesis. It suggests that the evolution of complex life requires an extremely improbable coincidence to occur. It arises from a combination of astronomical and geological events and conditions whose simultaneous occurrence is extremely rare. But it happened on our Earth, and that's where our life originated. There are certain unique features of our Earth that set it apart from the other planets in the universe. According to the special Earth or rare Earth hypothesis, microbial life can normally exist in this universe. But on the contrary, complex life and especially intelligent life are extremely rare. This hypothesis is based on the idea that our Earth has some unique characteristics that have allowed complex life to flourish here. Such characteristics that may not exist anywhere else in this universe. There are certain conditions present here on Earth for complex life that make our planet unique. Our Prithvi has a stable orbit which is within the Sun's habitable zone where water can exist in its liquid form. Apart from this, Prithvi's climate is much calmer compared to other planets. Here, there is neither an extremely hot atmosphere like Shukra Graha nor a cold climate like Mangal Graha. Because our Prithvi's large moon stabilizes its axial tilt and the seasons that form here, Earth also has a protective magnetic field. This magnetic field protects the life thriving here from dangerous radiation coming from the Sun and the universe. Apart from this, Earth's history has also been influenced by several fortunate events, like the asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs, which gave mammals a chance to evolve on Earth. The development of life on Earth has also been influenced by the activity of tectonic plates. They recycle nutrients and also regulate the climate of the entire planet. The presence of Jupiter and our moon in our solar system also makes Earth very special. The presence of Jupiter in the solar system has played a very important role in protecting Earth from continuous catastrophic asteroid impacts. Its massive gravitational force acts like a shield for us, diverting many comets and asteroids away from Earth's path or capturing them, which could otherwise have posed a threat to our planet. In this way, Earth's large moon also plays a very important role in stabilizing our planet's axial tilt. This helps prevent sudden changes in climate, which could have hindered the development of complex life on this planet. Our moon also affects ocean tides and perhaps has contributed greatly to the development of life. Our life could also result from fortunate events. Rare Earth, the hypothesis also argues that it's not just one or two such factors required for complex life to develop, but the right combination of all the factors is also very important, meaning having the right combination is crucial. The occurrence of all these conditions together on another planet is so rare that Earth might be the only planet where complex and intelligent life exists. This theory also challenges the idea that life is just a common stage in the development of planets. If evolution is happening on a planet, then life can develop there based on those conditions, provided that the other necessary conditions for life to emerge are also present. And it's also possible that we are the only advanced civilization in this universe. If our belief is correct, then the rare Earth hypothesis would mean that humanity has an extraordinary responsibility to preserve and protect life, because our Earth could be the only example of complex life in this entire universe. And at the same time, our universe is surrounded by dangers at every step. Why a lifeless universe is a horrible idea for humanity. Let's say we assume that there are no aliens anywhere else in the universe, then it's not just a question of scientific curiosity. It can have deep and significant effects on our human civilization. And finally, why is this idea so disturbing? Let's find out. a deep sense of loneliness. If we are alone in the universe, it would mean that life, intelligence, and the consciousness present on Earth are extremely rare. It's possible that this doesn't exist anywhere else besides Earth, anywhere else at all. This thought makes the existence of our civilization even more fragile, and it's certain that we would feel even more vulnerable. If we are alone, it means we won't have anyone else to share in the wonders of this universe. And there won't be any other civilization from which we could learn something new, or someone with whom we could explore the mysteries of the universe together, or a companion to travel with us through this infinite cosmos. Even though this universe is filled with billions and trillions of stars, for us, there will always be loneliness and emptiness in it. If Earth is the only place where life exists, then humanity has a huge responsibility. Now we become the sole guardians of life, knowledge, and culture in this entire universe. And it is our responsibility to preserve life on Earth and let it flourish. At this initial stage, this responsibility can be overwhelming for us because it means that on Earth, KZ, any kind of threat, whether from natural disasters, human errors, or cosmic events, can put all life in the universe at risk. It also means that if human life ends, then intelligent life in this entire universe would be wiped out. Besides this, the concept also emphasizes that we need to take care of our Earth. We have to face all the challenges that we are dealing with these days, like climate change, pollution, and the decline in biodiversity. Today, we humans are the main intelligent beings on this earth, so it is our responsibility to protect all of these things. So if aliens really don't exist anywhere else, it not only makes our lives even more important, but also increases our responsibilities. If aliens really exist, and if there is no life in the universe, it would mean that there is no point in us exploring this universe anymore. Our search would be limited to those desolate planets and deserted regions filled in this infinite universe, where there will be neither the diversity of life nor any complex life. This thought can also weaken the spirit of exploration that drives humanity forward, because the possibility of discovering other civilizations or other forms of life will start to fade. Exploring a lifeless universe won't spark as much curiosity and wonder as searching for new forms of life and intelligence does. This means that our journey will probably be a lonely one, where we won't encounter any other beings or get a chance to learn anything new from them. The fear of ultimate extinction, if we are the only intelligent beings in the universe, then the thought of the end of humanity and life on Earth becomes even more terrifying. Our thought that life, intelligence, and consciousness may have come into existence in this universe only once and then suddenly disappear without a trace. This is very serious and makes us feel hopeless that after us there will be no one left to live in this universe. The fear of this final extinction helps us understand the importance of protecting life and knowledge. It inspires us to look for other ways to ensure the survival of our human civilization. Whether it's through technological advancement, space exploration, or strategies to survive in this universe for a long time. It also tells us about the need to preserve and protect the diversity of life on Earth because it might be the only example of life in this universe. If we really are the only civilization in this universe, this not only makes our existence even more important, but also gives us the responsibility to protect life and preserve its knowledge. Besides, the very thought of being alone in this entire universe raises many deep questions about our existence, purpose, and meaning. If life exists only on Earth, then life could exist everywhere in this infinite universe. Our thinking turns out to be completely wrong, and perhaps Fermi's most famous question also turns out to be wrong. This also indicates to us that our existence in this lifeless universe could be nothing more than a coincidence. This makes us deeply ponder the meaning of our lives and our place in this universe. These are the questions we face. It challenges us to seek meaning and fulfillment in our lives in this universe, also to explore our existence's mystery, to accept that we might be the only intelligent beings in this universe. Conclusion: the thought that aliens might not exist anywhere else in this universe makes us uncomfortable. The lifelessness of our universe challenges our understanding of life, the universe, and our own existence. The meaning of this is very profound for us. Whether it's the anxiety related to loneliness and responsibility, or the existential questions that arise about existence and purpose, whether we find evidence of aliens or not, the search for ourselves in the universe is an endless journey. It reminds us of the fragility of life on Earth and helps us understand why it is so important to preserve life on this planet. And also our Earth, because it might be the only home for life in the universe. If aliens are among us, do they want to talk to us? Or are they just observing us, just like we watch animals in a zoo? Some scientists believe that if there is a civilization in this universe advanced enough for interstellar travel, then they will definitely try to contact us. But if that civilization is confused about how we would behave after they contact us, then maybe they won't make direct contact with us, but they will definitely try to tell us about themselves in some way or another, so that some intelligent people can make a better decision. In many places around the world, message-like shapes have been seen, which in some ways seem to be messages left for us by extraterrestrials. These are crop circles, those mysterious shapes that appear overnight in fields. Crop circles have been seen many times in England, America, and even in some parts of India. These shapes are so complex that it seems almost impossible for them to be made by human hands. Some people say that these are direct messages from aliens, maybe some mathematical code or an interstellar message, but others believe that it's just a prank. But still, the precision and complexity of these crop circles definitely amaze scientists. Also, the case of radio signals is quite interesting. We talked about the wow signal earlier, but apart from that, there have been several instances where such signals have been detected that don't seem to be coming from any natural source. Some scientists believe that maybe these signals have been sent by aliens, but currently, our technology is not advanced enough to fully understand and decode them. But the thing to think about here is that if aliens really do exist in this universe, then they must have become aware of the fact that there is another civilization here besides them. So, if they want to contact us, do those aliens think the same way we do? Or could their way be so different that we are just not able to understand it? And if they don't want to contact us, then what does that mean? Do they see us as a threat, or do they just want to keep observing us? Are they studying us like scientists do to understand a new species? This question pushes us toward an even deeper mystery where there's nothing but darkness. Is our Earth a laboratory for them? Maybe we've never thought about it so aggressively that if an alien civilization is very advanced, they might be using our Earth or maybe even our entire solar system as a laboratory. This idea might sound strange, but many scientists and researchers are seriously considering it. This is called the zoo hypothesis. According to this, aliens see us as a species they want to study from a distance, without directly interfering in our lives. Just like we observe animals in the jungle in their natural environment, maybe some advanced civilization is constantly observing us. This theory gains more strength when we talk about unidentified flying object sightings. Many times, these flying objects are seen in places where there is a lot of human activity, or where some advanced technology is being worked on, like near big cities or around military bases. Is this a coincidence? Or do they deliberately come to such places where they can understand us better? Some people believe that aliens' technology is so advanced that they can observe us without being seen. Maybe their spacecraft have such cloaking technology that makes them completely invisible. But still, sometimes we are able to see them. Do they really want us to keep sensing their presence? Is it possible that our entire history, maybe even our evolution, is the result of some extraterrestrial civilization? Some researchers believe that humans have evolved so rapidly on this earth that it seems nothing short of a miracle. That means our brain, our intelligence, and our technology might not be entirely natural, because life has existed on this earth for billions of years, but such intelligence has not been seen in any other living being. So what was so special about humans? Or were we specially chosen for this? According to this, it is possible that some advanced civilization deliberately planted the seeds of life on Earth. There are some parts in our DNA that scientists still don't fully understand. This could be the result of interference by some interstellar civilization. Perhaps it is important to mention the mysterious inscriptions found in the excavations of Mesopotamia and the extraterrestrial beings described in them who came from the sky. It is said that aliens called Anunnaki came to our Earth from the planet Nibiru, who created us, gave us all knowledge, and then suddenly disappeared. In this video, we have discussed the Anunnaki in detail, which you can watch after this video. But if aliens really did come to Earth and then suddenly left, is it possible that they actually never left at all? And that civilization is still watching us today and living among us. But now there's a big question. If aliens really are among us, should we be afraid of them or should we have hope? Some people believe that if a civilization is so advanced that it can do interstellar travel, then maybe it will be peaceful, because any civilization that reaches such an advanced level of technology, it has to take care of its resources, environment, and its people. In such a case, they would believe in cooperation or sharing knowledge rather than war or destruction. But all this is just our imagination. There is no shortage of wonders in this infinite universe. On the other hand, some people say that if aliens are not contacting us, then maybe their intentions are not good. It is possible that they see us as a resource just like we use the resources of the earth. Or maybe they are becoming more advanced, precise, and more dangerous day by day. Apart from this, there is another theory called the dark forest theory, according to which the universe is like a dark forest, where every civilization tries to hide its existence, because if it comes out in the open, another civilization might destroy it. Are aliens also keeping their distance from us because of this fear? And if that's really the case, then our efforts like sending signals through search for extraterrestrial intelligence or sharing Earth's location and pictures through Voyager's golden records and many such actions, are they putting us in danger? We might not have answers to all these questions right now, but one thing is certain, maybe this is the magic that makes this mystery so thrilling. So, are aliens really among us? Are they hiding on our Earth, around us, maybe even in our neighborhood disguised as humans? Or is it just a story that fuels our imagination and curiosity? In reality, finding the answer to this question isn't easy, but one thing is clear. From crop circles and modern unidentified flying object sightings to the wow signal and mysterious excavation inscriptions, every incident leads us in the same direction, that we can't be alone in this universe. For centuries, humans have looked up at the sky. For centuries, we've tried to find our answers among the stars. Our stories, our scriptures, and our technology are all part of this curiosity. If we are among aliens, then maybe they have come to teach us something. Maybe they are telling us that we need to understand our Earth, our resources, and ourselves in a better way. Or maybe they're just quietly watching us and waiting for the moment when we can match up to them. Science has given us a lot. We have set foot on the moon, sent rovers to Mars, and even discovered exoplanets. But what we don't know is still far greater than what we do. Every new signal, every new image, and every new story brings us closer to that mystery. Will we ever see the day when an extraterrestrial civilization openly comes forward to meet us? I leave this question to you. What do you think? Do aliens really live among us? Have you ever seen or heard of any incident that made you think that maybe there is someone else who secretly lives on this earth besides us? Or is this just a game of our imagination? The answer to this mystery might be found in the coming years, when our technology becomes even more advanced. In 1561, the people of Nuremberg witnessed an event that they couldn't understand. There was a strange scene in the sky as if a battle was taking place. Shining round shapes and long forms were colliding with each other. Frightened people, trembling with fear, documented it by carving it onto wood and preserved it as a record. They called it an omen that came from above. In today's time, many people call it a mirage or a natural phenomenon. But just think, what if it was something else? Something very advanced. Maybe a sign of some technologically advanced species. Just imagine. What if those civilizations were not only advanced, but also immortal? They have such mastery over time and existence that humans would seem less than ordinary beings in front of them. The question is, would these immortal aliens prefer to become our allies, or would their endless lives turn them into ruthless and merciless gods? In today's video, we will dive deep into this very question. What happens when aliens discover the secret of immortality? The truth of this topic is connected to aspects of science, psychology, and cosmic horror that might send chills down your spine. Get ready, because this journey will take you beyond the limits of known reality. The drive for immortality. Every living organism in the world, whether it's a tiny microbe or the largest whale, all living beings are programmed for survival. But when it comes to conscious, intelligent beings, survival takes on a whole new dimension: the attempt to escape death. We humans have always dreamed of immortality. From our mythology and legends to modern science, the desire to achieve immortality has existed everywhere and in every era. Sometimes through the elixir of ancient alchemy, and sometimes with the help of modern artificial intelligence and genetic engineering experiments. Now just imagine, what if there is an advanced alien civilization that is thousands or even millions of years ahead of us? What if they have already turned this dream into reality? What if they have reached such heights that they have surpassed all the limits of biology? By merging with machines or uploading their consciousness into a digital network, they could cheat death. Immortality might be something ordinary for them, but the question arises, with such an endless life, will their goals and ethics remain the same? Or will immortality turn them into something beyond even our imagination? Immortality turns them into something. Our immortality. Immortality is not just a blessing. Infinite time brings infinite choices, and with that, infinite consequences as well. The question is, would such beings want to preserve life the same way we see life? Or would their ambitions and goals become something beyond our understanding? Let's take these scenarios one step further. What if they start considering their immortality as a license? Imagine reshaping this entire universe again. Not only have they run out of the limits of time, but there's also no end to their actions. Will they modify galaxies as they wish, create new laws of physics, or play in the middle of the universe just like we explore alternate realities in video games? Immortality is not just a freedom for them, but it can also completely change their thinking and their motives. The question is, would we be able to survive in the world of such a civilization, immortality? Only their ideas and civilization remain in the world. A creature that can live forever won't think like us. The roots of our morality and empathy are hidden in our mortality. This thought reminds us that life is temporary, it won't last forever, and that's why it's precious. But for an immortal mind, all this might be irrelevant. Beings who have attained immortality would completely abandon concepts like morality and empathy. For them, life creation and destruction would just become parts of experiments and entertainment. They would consider themselves the architects of reality, and reshaping planets and galaxies would become an art for them. According to the Kardashev scale, civilizations are ranked based on their energy usage. Type 1 civilization would be able to fully harness planetary energy. Type 2 civilization would be able to control the energy of stars, and Type 3 civilization would be able to control an entire galaxy. The goal of an immortal species would inevitably become to achieve a Type 3 civilization or an even more advanced civilization. They would modify star systems and planets according to their needs. Imagine a Dyson sphere which surrounds a star and captures its energy, but not for survival, rather for art, aesthetics, or maybe even war. Now just think about how such immortal entities would see us, just like how much importance do ants really have for us. Maybe their perception could be the same for the entire species. Our struggles, our achievements, even our destruction could be meaningless to them, or even worse. They might see us as raw material, something that could be used for one of their experiments. The question is, will they uplift us, enslave us, or wipe us out completely so that nothing gets in the way of their plans? The risk of dark alien gods. With infinite time and limitless resources, an immortal alien civilization will not only evolve, it will also advance further. Such species can manipulate the fabric of space-time, create artificial universes, or completely rewrite the laws of physics. For us, they would be like gods, unstoppable, unknowable, and all-powerful. But with godhood come great problems as well. What happens when there is no limit to power? Immortality can give rise to boredom, and boredom can lead anyone to cruelty. A species that has no fear of death can start experimenting on life, either nurturing new life or completely destroying it. Now look back a little and see what humans have done to less developed species on Earth. We domesticated many species, exploited them, and even started slavery within our own human race. And without thinking, we drove those creatures to extinction. We did all this for our own convenience and curiosity. Now try applying this mindset to an immortal alien race. For them, we could be the same, a less advanced species which they could exploit for their own benefit, entertainment, or experiments. Think about it, would we just be resources for them, or something they would use in their bigger cosmic experiments? If we ever encounter such an advanced alien species, our survival will depend a lot on one thing. Are we a threat to them, a resource, or something they would want to preserve? Will we be able to prove our value to them, or will they just see us as a worthless victory? If they see us as an old, less intelligent species creating chaos in the cosmos, they might just ignore us. In that case, what should we do? Maybe the answer lies in our own advancement. If we can take our technological level to a point where we can earn their respect or achieve our immortal visions, then maybe we have a chance. On the other hand, we can also hide ourselves from them so that their attention doesn't come to us. But one thing is clear, if immortal aliens exist, then their existence will fundamentally change our entire world's concept of life, death, and existence. They would be gods in every way, and we would be at their mercy. The concept of immortal alien gods makes us confront our deepest fears and hopes about the universe. Are we alone? Or are we just like ants running around here and there in the eyes of some eternal or advanced beings? If you find this idea as chilling and fascinating as others do, then be sure to share your opinion with us. What is your opinion about the immortal alien species? Be sure to tell us in the comment section. So friends, how did you like this video? If you like this video, be sure to like it and share it with your friends. For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and enable the bell notification. Friends, we'll meet again soon with another new informative video like this. Until then, stay curious, stay happy, and namaskar.